Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back. Monday, day before Halloween. Here we are, and we're going to be making some stuff. And I have been playing around to try to come up with what I wanted to do for our next planet. And what I'm leaning towards now is going to be, at least in part, roughly based off of Venice. Um, so canals, narrow alleyways, um, that sort of thing. I'm just gonna mute my Facebook and my Mastodon here. 1 second. There we go. Yeah. So let's get it on. Let's do it. I'm gonna delete the basic cube, and I think we're gonna make like a canal scene today to start. So pretty straightforward and simple. Um, we're gonna need a canal and some buildings, basically, right? So let's start with a plane, I suppose. And I want my canal to be about 3 meters wide. So this is 2. So S 1.5. But it's a fairly narrow canal. And then I want lengthwise SX, let's say 5. No, we want longer than that. Let's take it to each 8. So that should be what, 16 long? No, 24 long. 24 long, cool. And then let's make it 25 long. And then Control R, Control A, apply rotation scale, tab 2. Let's say 5 sections. So each building facade is going to be 5 meters. Yeah, seems good. And then we're going to need something down at the other end here too. So let's just do this, 7E3, cool. And then E5, what was EGY5, and then EGY minus 5. So we're going to go with the classic T intersection as a means of, hiding our shape. And that's cool. So now we want to do this. I'm just going to make this easier on ourselves. Let's just take this and EGY5 and EGY minus 5. Okay. And now F, we'll have to cut it, but I should have done this before, but we're just laying it out, so it's fine. And KY, come on, KY, KYC, why is it not flat? Should be flat. I'm gonna make sure we're flat in a minute. KYC, KYC. Oh, that looks good. Alt X, mirror it. I said 0, flatten it. Should be flat, right? Let's see, height. Yep, 0. It's flat. Okay. And then let's just apply that. And there we go. We have our canal. We don't really need the middle one, but we'll use it actually. Let's take it, Control bevel. And then GZ. Come on, what's going on? Why is it locked? This is the second time this has happened. I know I'm hitting something, but I don't know what I'm hitting to lock it like that. Control bevel. You know, what's going on? Tab A, M, distance. Okay, tab. Something's locked. I don't know. I'm masking it somehow? Edit, undo history. Would have been recent. I don't see anything. Well, when all else fails, file, export, OBJ. We need to make it. We need to save anyway. So up, new, 23, 10, 30. Jesus. Lower City Canal. Oh, live stream. Like to have that in there. And sure. Untitled object. Delete it. File. Import. OBJ. There we go. Fine. 2. Control bevel. GZ. There we go. Now let's save the file. 23, 10, 30, -1. Live stream. Lower City Canal. Okay. There we go. Looking right. Then we're going to extrude these suckers here. Not that one, and that one. Like that be a bridge, I think. We need to actually, before we do that, then let's keep doing this. And yeah, E5, sure. But we want to fill this F and this F, and then 3. We're just going to delete these faces. Actually, don't even really need this one, do we? No. Face. Fill that. There we go. There we go. Now, this is 3. All these E5. Not 5. Let's go 4. Maybe even a little less. Yeah, no, 4 sounds good. 4 is all right. Do we like that? That's very narrow. It's going to go right to the edge, isn't it? Let's undo this. Actually, I want to take these and do it separately. Section. There we go. So now we have our canal section and our building section. Okay, let's save and start auto building. Me, my objects, projects, buildings, Neo Venice. I pulled this one in, made this over the weekend, but it's basically, I didn't even really super make it. I did some modifications to Julian's base Venice kit. It's almost exactly the same, but I just saved it separately. So like essentially, let's go into color. I made some things inside the windows and just tweaked, and I tweaked the plaster material so that every building has a different color of plaster. And can I do that for here? Is it Y? 30 Y? L. Nope. It's individual. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Alt E, extrude individual faces. 4. So now there should be, I think, individuals behind each one of these, right? They should count as separate object spaces. Yes, they are duped. You can kind of see. And L. Maybe not even do this yet. What I'm trying to do is get the building separate. And I know there's a better way to do this. 2y, 3l. No. What's the? There's a way to cut vertex. I thought it was y, but split faces. I don't do it very often. Edge. I mean, I suppose I can do it this way. Let's see. Alt-E, individual faces, 4. And if I select now this and Control plus, okay, yes. So each one of those is separate now. So I should be able to do, let's see, Control plus, and if I do P, if I lose parts, are they individual or do we just have 2? Tab. They're still not, they're still, yeah, little bastards. Well, we'll figure it out later. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna actually undo. Here. There we go. E4. Cool. E4. Come on. Having one of those days. Morning, Michael. Hide. I just want to see. Do I have a face? I do have a face there. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Do I hear Alt-E individual faces? 4. If I, let's take this one, Control plus, hide it. Yes, okay, I do have individual faces. Okay. So, okay, so we're getting there. Maybe not that one. Alt-E, extrude individual faces, 4. And this one, it's gonna make this one building E4. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, let's see what happens if we take this object and join it with air. Cool. And then we take, let's see, I'll just do it now. P or tab, edit. Let's turn off that. You can see, and L, Control L, P by loose parts. Okay, good. Tabs, we got this one, this one, this one. I don't know what that one is. Nothing. Delete it. Garbage. Good. 1, 2, 3. The original house. Good. All right. Nice. Learning about the nodes. Ah, yes, the nodes. There's my rooftop. I'm just going to say select all these and G, get them out of the way. There we go. Okay, back to here again though. So let's again select all these, Alt-E, extrude individual faces, 4. It's 2 stories up. That should be good. Over here, tab E4, Shift R, 3 stories up. Should be good. And then come over here. Alt E, extrude faces. E, Alt E, extrude faces along individual faces. 4, cool. And Shift R, let's go up one more time. I'm gonna actually, I think I did it wrong here, so let's just do this the right way. Mirror it that way. And let's see what we got. I want to eventually have them be different colors, but that's not cool. Let's see. I'm just screwing everything up today. Plus 3. Or, no. X faces. Why do I want to do this? I really am just screwing everything up today. X vertices. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of it. Tab. Next mirror here. I want to put my mirror up above all those and apply it. And tab L P section. There we go. Now that one's there and that one's there. Cool. And we have at least 2 colors. I'm getting there. Okay. So we'll start on just this one building. I'm actually going to hide the other stuff. We'll keep this house. That one there. Yep, new planet. We will reveal things from it as we go, but definitely new planet. So over here, tab. Am I a little too high? 1. No, we're at 4 on both. Okay. This wall to this wall. See, yes. They will potentially work. Material. Let's go with empty wall B, which is stone for right now. Now, I just want to see something. If I go 3 and turn this off, and then Control plus, Control plus, Control plus. Maybe this is good. Control plus. Yes. Okay. P section. Hide. Not hide. Hide this one. And this one. P section. And then P section. And then P section. P section. Okay. Now let's bring them back. Because I think eventually I'll get this right. That's this one. On, tab, A, M, distance, 4. Okay. Yes. Okay. There we go. So now I should have okay. Cool. Doing good there. Let's edit out. I'm just going to take this and give it brick B. Tab A, U, cube projection. Kind of all over the place today, but we'll get there. We'll adjust this too. Okay. So, and I'm going to turn on all of these, I think, too. Yep, cool. And this is what I mean by now they're different colors. So now I should be able to select them and join them back together again, and it'll make them one, but I know they're all separate pieces now. So if I come in and L, yeah, cool. So now I can edit it as one, then split it apart at the end, which is what we wanted to do from the beginning. I'm just having problems today. And they're going to look pretty much the same, but so auto building walls, just so I can see what the pieces are. Cool. And then materials. So these here, I want to make, well, C, I believe, or yeah, I think. Is it C or B? B. B we like. I want those arched windows, but I don't want the plants. I got rid of them, and I thought I had already got rid of them before. But so this is B. I'm just gonna nuke it out here real quick. Well, B is J. Um, Now the colors are how he color codes his stuff. So why am I not selecting it though? Select objects. It's weird that it's not. Um, it's how he knows what they are. So each one is applied, and you just apply those materials, and then the what you call it? I can speak. No, where are they? They shouldn't need this, but I'll turn it on. Getting very frustrated sometimes today. Did that make sense? Sorry. The geometry nodes applies these blank colored ones. Yeah, I know. The geometry nodes take essentially wall B, which is just this blue one, and based on knowing what it is, they assign the object to it. I'm in edit mode. That's why. There we go. Select flowers, kill the vertices. All that, anyway, gone. Yeah. So, so when I turn off the node modifier, you just see what the materials are, and when I turn on the geometry nodes, you see what they apply to them. Okay, I like that. Tab. These we want to make, well, E, let's see what that looks like. No. Yeah, it's a color-based key. That's how Julian set it up. I can't really claim too much credit for it, but that's what it is, yeah. Now, let's see. Kind of wanted multiple windows, so we can do that though, right? I'll have to do it one at a time though. I'm gonna add a loop here. 3. Select that, empty wall A, assign. I just want to solo this thing. I'm gonna turn it off so we can see it again. Okay, and then I want to do 2, Control R, but I don't want to go all the way through. 1, Control R. No, still. I can just. I know what I do. W, subdivide. There we go. And then KZ. There we go. Now I turn it back on. Cool. 2 windows. Okay, so we got our 2 windows there. I'm just gonna do the same thing for a couple of them. Maybe this one I'll give 3 actually, just to keep them different. So 1, Yeah. Let's see. K, X, C. See if it'll let me do across all of them. Yeah, it is. There we go. And then 3, we're just going to select this one, and this one, and assign it to empty wall A. So now I can take this one, W subdivide 1, and let's turn it off again. Yep, KZ. There we go. Let's do this one, W subdivide, let's make it 2. And 1 KZ, and then KZ. And that one will leave 1, and this one will go back to 2. KZ. To create a little bit of variance. Yeah, there we go. Different windows. We can even change the, because they're theoretically different buildings, and they will be when we get to we could take this one, this one, and change it from E to A. Sure. Different window. Actually, that one I like better is maybe a D or E or F. No. C. We'll go C. And this one will make B. No, not B. A. Yeah. So we have different windows for the different buildings. Okay. Alrighty, then let's kind of come back in and again turn off and 2. Select those. I'm even going to go just to that so I can see. And don't even need to do that. Select that, increase, and we like 0.66, sure, assign, and we want to do the same here. Come on. What are you doing here? There we go. Increase 0.66 and turn on. And we got some dividers. Didn't get it on this side yet, did I? Thought I did, but guess not. 0.66. There we go. Wall components. And yeah, doing good there. Let's save. We're doing okay. And let's unsolo. I think I'm just going to remirror these buildings across again too. And what else do we want to do? I mean, we need to add some GAC to the stuff too, but we can do that at any point. I think we're going to add one more height to it though. Off 3. Select these 5 faces. E4. And so this is 20 or 16 meters, right? Yep. E4. We go up 2 more. And then here, I'm just going to select these faces and go with empty wall A, assign. Assign. There we go. There. Thank you. And again, let's look and see what that gives us. Cool. So no windows on that one, but we are going to want our vertical stuff going up. And then we'll do that in a minute. But here, we're going to want these. And I think actually I'm going to do the same thing here. And just do it across like I did one. Since they're actually different objects, it's kind of a pain. KXC. There. There. Cool. Because now I can get rid of these lines. X edges, dissolve faces, right? Nope, dissolve edges. Yeah, cool. And then these can be those. And assign and not to displace. Ugh, something not right. Okay. Oh, right. Because I need the whole point was to get rid of these two. And we'll just do it now. X dissolve edges. Now we're good. Yep. Cool. And again, turn off so we can see where our. We've got them already, but we'll just get them again. It's fine. Edges 0.66. Cool. And then here we can do that and that, and also make it edges 0.66. And I think here as well would be good. I don't know, ever see the sides, but we'll do it and edges 0.66. And now tab, and we should have, yes, we do. Kind of interesting support structures there. Looks all right. These windows, I mean, they're not down the center. Maybe we do want them down the center. We could just do that. And assign again. And that too, I guess. And that, and that, and tab. Okay, yeah, double windows is good. I like that. Definitely more established. This is going to be a highly populated area at this point. This is the old city that's actually going to be buried underneath the more techie part, but we probably won't see the more techie part today. So, but yeah, definitely, we're going to be leaning more towards cyberpunk on this one today than we have been. When we get there. And I'm going to snap to vertex and E. No, snap to edge. GY. No. Yeah, fine. I don't know why, but we can just do EY5. EGY5. What? On global, what the hell? GY5. Let's turn off snapping. See if that does it. I hate snapping. No. Fine, it doesn't matter. It's not really something I'm going to stress about. I'm just putting a base in here. EGY -5. It doesn't really matter. AU cube projection. I just wanted to have it actually go underneath the building a little bit. That looks better. Cool. Cool. That's not good, but we'll fix it. This building here, let's see, extra foundation. Do we not have any? 0. Weird. Are we set inside out or something? Let's just see. Alt V, face orientation. No, we're right. Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay. Still doing all right. I think now I'm going to take this building though. Tab A P by loose parts. Cool. There we go. So this is what I was saying. I have it set up so it randomizes the color of the plaster by different object. These are not a hugely different ones, but they're all slightly different now. And that was what I wanted. And then we're just gonna get rid of these ones too. We don't need any of them. Delete, well, not this one. We'll keep that one. Delete this one. There we go. That's fine. But the color thing is not what you're asking about. All it is that the material here, I can go show you. It's a little bit complicated, but not too bad. Empty wall A. No, it's not empty wall A because it's fine. I'll have to go over here and just do it this way. Where is it? Plaster. Painted plaster. There we go. Has this somewhat complicated random into the color ramp that goes into the multiply that goes up into here. I actually have another one here for another color ramp, and for the saturation and everything that just changes the color of this simple material so that each one is randomly different based on the object. So, and then this is going to go back to empty wall A. Empty, I can spell. Empty wall A. There we go. Okay. Anyway, here. Select this. Alt X. Mirror it. And probably should have done it before I split them because I'm gonna have to now do this for each one. And you know what? Yeah, well, we'll do it. Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. There we go. And they're all the same color because they're still the same object, but I'm now going to apply that. Actually, let's just turn off stuff. I'm going to join them all back together again. Cool. Now, tab A, P, separate by loose parts. Now they're all different. Tab. Now every one of them should have a slightly different color. And they still look the same. Oh, because they're still set to the same. I didn't apply that. All right, do it again. Join. Apply the mirror. That's what I need to do. Tab A, P by loose parts. Each one is separate. Yeah, there you go. Now each one's got a different random color and a very narrow canal, which is kind of what we wanted. So cool. I think I'll make it a little wider. GY 0.3. And here, GY minus 0.3. Give ourselves just the barest edge. And I think that's cool. So they're partially procedural, right? They're applying a color mod to an image texture. So it actually is an image-based material, but then we're just doing a color mode on top of it to shift it and make each one different. I'm not explaining very well today. I apologize. It's been a... Let's go again. And we're just going to select this guy and make him empty wall B. Rat's got to walk somewhere, totally. And now we can turn back on that. And if we wanted, we just got a giant brick wall. Cool, glad you got it. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm explaining well today for whatever reason. This was E. I can never remember which one. Seems like I'm, again, D, no. E, no. C, nah. B, B. B is the big one. Good. That's what we wanted. That one there. And then, sure, we'll do the same thing. A. Sure, I like A. And then assign again. Cool. I don't know that we'll see super much into these, but there they are. And then I'm just going to turn off so I can see what I'm doing again. And 2. Select those, and we'll do these 2. Why not? And that, and that. All those. 0.66, assign, turn back on. Cool. Save. Okay. I like that one. So anyway, there's our buildings. We're getting there. It's taken me a little bit today, as I said. We need some lights and we need some other stuff. So what we're not going to see today, I'm just going to delete this building. I don't need it anymore. What we're not going to see today is that everything up above here, there's actually another city on top with like grates to allow lights and rain and such down. But this is the undercity, which is already very, very tight and packed. And let's just come in here and tab, Control R. No, we should be able to, fine, 2. I'm just gonna do it this way. Grab that and that, F, 3, P section, take it, P section, there we go, tab, GZ, water's gonna be about that high, and Q, solidify, water. Okay, 2, Control A, and all transforms to him too, and there we go. And now we have a water, which we can just go and give a material to. Come back. Where are we? Polygonic. Aquatic. Spawn material, we all know. Right? Right. There we go. Arcane-ish, I suppose, yeah. Arcane, I think it's not so much straight on top as it's off to the side and they're down in a canyon, but just more like Coruscant, maybe, I guess, or what you call it, Fifth Element. But yeah, you know, same kind of thing. Like it's kind of a staple of sci-fi. I'm picking it up a little bit. If we have water a little higher. There we go. And it still goes beneath, which it needs to. Yep. Cool. We need some lights and or some just overall ambiance. And we're gonna add rain in a minute too. Because that's the other thing to this city is that it basically constantly rains. Is kind of the vibe. But first, let's add some GAC. Solo this side. And we're gonna need a new window of Blender. Yeah. Hey, Enmy. Yeah, totally. I mean, it's pretty much the building cities like a cake is about as old school sci-fi as you can get, you know. Um, and let's see, file, recent. Do I have it? Tokyo street assets. Yes, that's the one. We're going to be using some of the big, medium, small Tokyo street asset pipes and such because they're just damn good for this sort of thing. So we'll use them. If you saw what I did yesterday, that's where those pieces came from too. Um, and yeah, so let's just kind of start populating some of that stuff here. Wow, I got a lot. Why do we get so many of that? Oh, did I put it in a, oops, undo that. Let's get out of the kit so it's not auto-populating it into the kit when I move something in. Like, what's going on? Like, oh, it was in the Windows group, so then it populated it like it was a window in the building. I was like, what the hell? Okay. GY, bring this in, get this lined up pretty good. And it's like there. Okay, cool. And take it to there. And it goes over, which is interesting because it means we could actually, if we wanted to, let's see what it looks like if we array it. Array it like that. Now it doesn't line up exact though, does it? Let's just get rid of the array then. But I do think it does give us an opportunity to do some stuff and keep it kind of going. And let's grab this one. Ooh, that one's huge. Let's grab this one. And then object, origin, 3D cursor, object, geometry to origin. It's just faster to do it that way. GZ down, GY, bring it out. And up, just throwing some stuff on here. And I like this piece. Yes, I do like that piece. And paste again. Did it grab it? No, it didn't. Give it the same piece. I don't want that. I want this. There we go. Object set origin 3D cursor. Object set origin, geometry to origin. There we go. GZ up and GY out to there. I like this one because it extends out deliberately, I think, at least in part. Maybe not that far though. Or this pipe goes in real long. Interesting. I was like, oh, that's not right. But I was hoping these clips would be extended out further, but they're not. So it's fine. We'll just cheat it in. There we go. And yep, that looks all right. Okay, let's come back. GY or GX over to here. We're gonna need to start setting our camera angles up soon. And see if I want to just make my own or use some, keep building off of this. It gets very tempting just to keep building off because the colors are right. I'll grab this one here, Control V, object. Was that the right piece? No, I thought so. Control C, copy objects. V, there we go. Cursor, geometry to origin. This is just kit bashing. It's an orgy of kit bashing, basically. Probably more than I normally like doing, but I just think these are cool pieces and they're new, so I'm having fun with them. Scale it up. We'll go big on that thing, just so we can get all those pipes. And are we lined up still? No, we still need to go a little bit deeper, I think. So just scale it up a bit more. No, there we are. Good. Cool. Even a bit more. Really can't be too bad on this. There we go. Got that there. And now here, I'm just going to add my own stuff. Shift AC, create a cable from here to there. Scale it down. Okay, another one from here to here. Cool. Save. And we're just making stuff. So let's see what we got. That's looking good. That's looking good. We'll have to come back through and give these a material in a minute, but we can do that. What is this material? This is wire trim sheet. Probably not going to work, but let's see. Well, it's not awful, actually. We'll use it. It's a little bit wrong, but it just happens to kind of work. So, and I want to continue going up into these things too. Like I want these pipes to feel kind of consumed by this space, or the space to feel consumed by the pipes, I suppose. Copy objects, Control V, object set origin 3D cursor. Cool. Yeah, I want these to go up over this next wall section. Um, that's out a little too far. Like it doesn't really work, does it? No, it doesn't. We'll have to build our own to do that, I guess. But I do like this thing, so we'll use it anyway. Yeah, let's just put a gray so it's easier to see where it's lining up. Back to there. Cool. That's all right. Kind of goes in, but that's fine. Good with that. Let me take it to like there. Yeah. So we see it, it kind of just, it's integrated into everything basically. Which is how we want it to be. And then looking to see what we're going to do. We'll just keep building the side and then we'll build across in a minute. Let's just take this piece again and this piece again and move it over to like here. And GZ will go up and we'll duplicate it, take it down too. It's like that. Cool. And then we'll take that piece. Yeah. And do the same thing again. Alt D, GX, bring it across. Just kind of trying to fill up space essentially, but down like that. Cool. And then take this again, Alt D, scale it. Come over. There we go. And we can even do the same thing we did before. Create a cable from here to here. Scale it down. Well, I want to maybe move it a little bit. Q and here to here. That one's better. Let's just edit the sucker here, tab, G, Shift Z, bring more into the middle. Good. We're not going to even probably notice most of this stuff because it's going to be like back here somewhere. So it's kind of just going to be implied detail, but implied detail's cool. In fact, maybe we really want to set a camera angle up for getting our start point. But so we're kind of looking something like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. Why not? Where are we at? We are at 55. Okay, we're doing good. Photographer. Camera. Airy. Lens. Anamorphic. And let's go 35. And resolution 239. And we'll come because straight on shots are a little bit more boring usually. You're better off picking a side and kind of leaning it into a little bit. So we'll go that way. But we are going to put stuff on this wall too. Okay. And now I'm going to just hide these again. So I can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay. And oh, I like this piece. Copy objects, paste. There we go. Big fuck off industrial vent. It's like old Eddie Izzard. I don't really know if anyone even remembers that kind of stuff anymore. It's like, oh, it's a big fuck off this. And I'm like, yeah. And it's just sort of stuck with me for life after that. Now Eddie doesn't even do stand up very much. So that's cool too. Yeah, we'll move it over there more. Save. And any more we want to use of these? These venting things. All sorts of cool vents. Really is just super cool. This kit is amazing. Between the people and these parts, I don't care about the buildings, although I'll probably end up using them too. But just the greeble bits make this kit worthwhile. Sorry, origin to 3D cursor. Geometry to origin. And GZ. And out to there. Cool. Again, let's look and see what we got. I like our windows. We're seeing that they kind of get intersected a little bit. I might want them intersected a little bit more, just so we have something that's like shows the windows have issues. And maybe this is a better tool, better thing to use for that. Copy objects, paste objects, object set origin 3D cursor, object. Okay, and RZ90 and GZ. Let's see where we're at so we can see it. And GY. And like that. Just kind of line it up so it doesn't, so it sort of sticks through. And it does. It's not going to make any sense, and that's okay. I like that. Let's see. Shift S2, Shift A, Mesh, Extras, Beam Builder. We're going to build an I-beam because they're cool. And we're going to go width of 3.6. No. Come on. Mesh. Extras. Beam Builder. Width of 1. Height of 3 points. No. Which is this one? Let's just. No. 1. Depth 3.6. That should be longer than that. Whatever. And then I'm good with that. I think. Let's see. Let's cut our width in more like that. Cool. Taper? Interesting. Oh, neat. I mean, I could do that. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. RY 90 GZ. I'm just going to hang off of that thing. And now that this thing is built, let's see. Do we want to, let's just solo this sucker. To Control R. Looks good. 3. Yep. Cool. Inset. E down. Now I bet if I go Alt X, top down, yes. Oh, but I didn't want, okay, that'll work, but we didn't want to do yes. I missed that part. E. Now, Tab, Alt X. Cool. Instant runners. Apply it. And back. Cool. Save it. We need to give it a material. I think mayhap we'll go with could be hull. I'm thinking distressed hull seems like a good metal piece for this one. Let's see. Yes, it is. No, that's cool. That will be neat for what we want. And I think that might be enough pieces going across. There, cool. I think we want a little bit back here, but it's just pretty much can only see this one hole, right? So one spot. So we don't need too much there. But just something. You know, actually, as kind of silly as it is, this might be a good thing. Objects, Control V, object, origin, 3D cursor. The satellite dish. RZ minus 90? Yes, did it right. GX. Let's just scale it up a bit bigger, make it kind of more obvious what it is. And 0. Let's put it to the center of this thing, or roughly. Yeah, it's roughly to the center. And then we will take some cables somewhere. This set looks good. RZ minus 90. Yep. GY. GX. Is it lined up? Now it is. Cool. And that looks good. What's this pipe called? This is which one? Wire trim sheet. Right. Same thing. Okay. I think that's cool. And now we can decide a couple things to do. Perhaps the easiest thing is just to take all of these, not that one, and this, and Alt X, mirror it. That's going to be cool, I think. We don't really need to make them all unique, although we could. If we turn back on these buildings here, we got buildings. And it's dark. It's so dark. But that's okay. Let's add some light now, and then we'll add rain. So we had a couple options for light. We could just do it with an HDR, or we could do it with lights, or we could do a combination of both. Let's start with HDRs. Yeah, HDRIs and night. We got a couple. They're all city, basically, all the night ones, essentially. Just we got like Shanghai Bundu, which is very bright and colorful. We got these ones, which are less. This one more urban. I'm gonna try this one, I think, and go to color. And it's very bright, but that's looking pretty good, I think. We need to add some lights to it as well, but I think that's a good sort of starting point for feels grungy, feels like it could be raining and we're just getting light because it looks like it's raining in this, or was raining maybe in this shot. Who knows? I'm gonna put over here, close collection, lights, Shift A, light, an area light. I'm gonna take it way up. I'm gonna make it 3 meters, which will make it softer, and over a little bit, and just go all the way up to the top. And color, I'm gonna make it slightly orange and power like 500. Let's see, does it help us anything? Maybe. We'll dupe it, use it a couple times, see what we get. Shift D, G. Yeah, that's definitely better. But still, we could probably punch it to 1,000. Maybe even 5,000. General rule, yeah, punch your lights till they're too bright, then take them back. That's 1,000. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's take it and rotate it slightly like that. Okay, save. And I want a more localized light too. I think we'll put one maybe here. We can actually, yeah, sure, why not? Lights, Shift A, area, RX90. Well, actually though, yes, RX90, that is good. We'll move it across, so because we want to see that side, not light from that side. GY. Okay, scale it up, Control A, scale, and strength 100, and color green slightly? Let's see. Yep, that's cool. Gives us that there. I started pointing at it with my finger, but you know, definitely better. Maybe we'll use it again, actually. Shift D, GX to here. Cool. And if we change the color, yeah. Okay, good. Liking it. Liking it a lot. Now, let's see. We could do some rain. Seems like we got 20 minutes of rain. Seems like a good thing to do now. Let's do that. So we're gonna just join these two together, make our single ground plane because it'll just make our life easier. And I went and grabbed over the weekend Bag of Peas rain generator, which is handy. add rain. And that's really all you need to do to add rain. And you see it splashes on the ground. It's doing cool things. We're gonna make it goes up 30. We don't need to go up 30. We're going up 25, even 20. Yeah, 22. 21. I'm gonna make my scale bigger though. And the rain density of like 50, just so it's like really raining. It looks huge now, but when you render it, it doesn't seem to look as big. So, you know, um, maybe I'll go back down just to 5 so I can see things for right now. But, okay. Then on this object here, we want to add the rain shader to bricks B. Oh, rain shader, bricks B. Yes. Did I double my rain? Do I need to undo that? Well, maybe let's see. Let's just make sure I didn't undo history. Yeah, no, we're good. There already was one. So that rain shader, it goes through and it tweaks it. And you can kind of, it's dark, so it'll be hard to see, but it makes it much shinier and it puts little droplets on the ground. Our building walls don't have it. Perhaps they should, but I'm going to take all, well, first off, I'm going to take my cables and object convert to mesh. Then I'm going to take them and M to rain generator targets. Yeah. Then I'm going to grab all these pipes basically and the beam and also move them to rain targets. And now we will also get bounces occasionally. Yeah, there you go. You see, you're getting splashes now on these objects as it touches them. And then you won't get splashes under them because they're blocking the rain, theoretically. And it's pretty much that simple. Now, getting it to actually show up, that can be a bit more of a pain. But we have rain now. And I want to add a bit more stuff still. So we're just going to go into our target so it puts them there automatically. And I want to grab some cabling pieces. All this, yeah. Control C, copy objects over here. Control V. This time I need to actually join them because it's multiples. Okay, now I want to come here. Where do I want to be? Yeah, sure, here is fine. Object set origin, origin to 3D cursor. Object set origin, geometry to origin. And we just brought this piece over, and it's big and grody, and I like it. And I'm going to, in the meantime, find my rain. Maybe. Where's my rain object? There it is, dot. And I'm going to hide it just because it's slowing everything down. Actually, I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to turn it off. Now we go. There might be, but this is a pretty small space. So like, and honestly, you wouldn't notice. Yes, there would be areas where there wouldn't be rain, and we'll probably do one of those later. But in something this narrow, yeah, it's not. You wouldn't notice it. So, That's more of a story thing than a visual thing. You're either going to see it or you're not, basically. Um, and I'm just going to scale this up so it goes all the way across because it's just easier. And I don't have to follow electrical code to say it has to be a certain size. There we go. Cable going across. Cool. Like this is only 10 feet across. So, you know, would you notice if there was a square above it that didn't get rain? I mean, you might. Yeah, I mean, I could do it just to see. The rain, because the rain goes up this high, it would totally work. So yeah, sure. Shift A, mesh. Actually, let's just grab, well, yeah, we'll do another one. Shift A, mesh, extras, beam builder. Just use it the same way as it was before. It depends how high up it goes. I know the tunnel you're talking about, I think, but like this is the next level's up after this is 25 meters up. So it's pretty high. So things start to kind of, it does like the same thing that light does with shadows. It gets a little bit diffuse. It would depend how big it was, you know, but something like this, I don't think you'll even notice. I'm prepared to guess that, but I also don't mind putting that on. Let's see. Distressed hull. We'll put one there, and then it's just kind of a cool thing to have anyway. I don't care. And then, you know, it's not the same, put one there. Yeah, like you're not ever going to get up that high to see it in this shot. But if we turn back on our rain simulation, it's raining through those things. They are in our space. So theoretically, yeah, you can see if you look, there's an area like right at the end where you're not getting rain, but it's hard to tell. It's like right in there. But you know, whatever. It's fun to do. Didn't take long. And yeah, 117. Let's just, I don't think it'll take too long. Let's just run a quick render and show you guys kind of what it's looking like. Because we're going to need to adjust our rain density a lot, I think. I'm going to go to like 50, like I said, which is just crazy, but F12. You more tend, I think, to see it like, oh, there's dry sections underneath, but there's nothing dry here. Um, yeah, see, like almost impossible to see that it is raining, and it is still a little dark. This is what I was checking. I have another idea for rain too, and maybe I will do that as well. Yeah, because this, like, you're not going to really be able to see it, which honestly, in real life, you can't sometimes see that it's raining, particularly in a camera, um, but that's okay. Let's go back down to like 5, just because there's no need to make it insane. And I want to keep it because I want to have it do the puddle drops, but let's fake some other rain now too. And this will also give me a chance to show that other thing I was doing with Ian, that I kind of did with the force field, but in a better way. So let's do image as planes, and I think I have rain somewhere. I believe I have rain in my rain particles. Yes, I do. Cool. We go some lights too, which is interesting. Let's do that one. Looks okay. There we are. And I'm just going to scale it up. Well, okay, I'm going to, again, nuke our rain simulation for right now. 0. We want to bring this so it covers into our camera. Like that. Let's see. If we look at it straight, it's going to look like ass. If you can even see through, because look, okay, well, that will be rain. That might be helpful. That might work. But we're losing everything behind it because, you know, we can't see through a image. JPEGs don't have transparency. But let's see what we can do with it. So in the old days, what I would do was I would use this as an alpha mask, and then I would um, make that work. But the problem with that is you can't see through the rain, and you kind of should be able to see through rain too. But if we do, this is what Ian was doing that I thought was super cool. Transparent here, and here, and we'll go look now. And you got nothing. But if I did Shift D, another transparent, and then Shift A, add shader, and we add these two together, now it does. And let's see if I solo it, if it'll help to see it better. Yeah, you can see the rain. Because what's doing, it's basically adding these things so it's now brighter than it was before. You can see rain, but it's still not very bright. So let's see if we can't math. See if we do an add, it just adds to everything there and the whole thing gets brighter, which might not even be bad. So again, look at it in situ, and I add 5. See, look, everything's bright. Ah! But what if we do a multiply add and multiply it by like 25? That's too bright, although kind of neat. But now you can see it's starting to come through. 5, 10. It's also increasing the light for our scene, which is kind of nice. Let's go look. If we turn back on our rain simulator now, and we might actually get something kind of cool there. Particularly if we take this bad boy, let's duplicate it. Shift D and GX. I keep turning this thing on, and I keep wanting it turned off because it's slow. I'm just gonna turn off visual because honestly you can't see very much from it anyway. And then scale it up a bit. So we're kind of going through it. And if we look through both, it's giving us both. And there is some rain there coming down. And I just want to see in this one, multiply add. What if we changed our add to 1? Makes everything brighter. Yeah, we don't want that. 0.5. Even 0.5 is maybe too much. Maybe we just want this to be a straight multiply. Multiply. 10, 15. Nah. 0, 10 seems okay. And layout. Oh, I'm down with Moody, right? I mean, yeah. There's a second one. And if we just move it over a little bit, let's see if that gives us more. Yeah, you can see more of the rain over there now, too. So, before, after, before. And it's brighter, too, which is helpful, I think. It might even be a little too bright now. Let's do a quick render and see. Yeah, that's starting to look like rain. Or a painting of rain. But, you know, it's doesn't that's okay too. And you see we got the cool things all over the ground, which will really help us out too. I actually think it's a little too bright. I think I'm pushing it a little too hard. but I like the splashes. That's coming well. It looks good. It looks neat. Um, so let's go through our, here we go, and multiply and change our multiply value to 5, maybe even 3. It's going to be subtle. Oh, for the getting rid of the add. Yeah, the add, because it made everything brighter, gave you that sharp line. Now, essentially, you can multiply black times whatever, black being 0 times whatever, and it doesn't matter. So those edges are a lot cleaner now. Um, but you can do neat things. So like what I was using it for, and maybe I'll do this. This would be neat anyway. Let me bring something else back in real quick. Light control, light beam. There is, I'll just solo it. You can kind of see. It's exactly the same technique, just set to darken the edges and brighten the center. So you can use it as like a God beam really easily. And it's great for drawing the eye the way you want the eye drawn. Light beam. And instantly it brings that area of your composition into, highlight. So you're like, oh, I know where to look now. Like right here, that's the important bit. And you can cut our strength down on it a little bit to like 2. Brings it back so it's more subtle, but I think that's better for this one. We'll leave it on. And I kind of like it. So we'll put it in there. Oh, that's literally the other one I have is dark edges for vignette, where it doesn't add anything, it just darkens the edges and you can vignette. And you could do that in Photoshop or After Effects or anything else you want to too, but this lets you do it all in the Blender window as you're making stuff, which is kind of cool. And it helps you hide edges from different shapes and all that kind of thing really nicely. And I'm liking that. I think we'll leave that one in there. We need to say, where are we? Light beam. I'm going to move that into lighting, even though it's not actually a light, because it's sort of makes sense. And I don't want it to be, I don't want any of these rain objects to be hit by the rain particles. So we need to get them out of there too. We'll move that to light as well. I don't want them to be intersected with, I don't want them to be physical objects. So we got to get them out of, what do they call it? Targets. Yeah, talking right. I can speak. That's looking cool. All that looking all right. We turn off lights to show we got. And that's the difference that's making. That's pretty cool. Now I'm going to turn it off for just a sec, and we'll pick, since we said our target area is here that we're looking, let's set our focus there as well. There's nothing there, but it just kind of doesn't matter. So we'll make our focus this vent here. And because it was in the which rain? I guess, why is the rain bouncing off the light beam? Let's see. Is it? No, I think that rain's not. The physical rain objects were because the light beam was in our target folder. So because it's just a plane, just like any other object. It's just a transparent object. But the particles don't know that, so they'll touch whatever. So that's looking good. I think that is cool. Oh, sorry. It's hard to tell sometimes. The internet is not a great, like, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna just want to put one more thing here. Lights. Let's just do just a Shift A Just a simple point light. GZ, bring it up to like there, and we'll go with a bright. I know I don't want to do the cyan cyberpunk, but let's see. Yeah, there we go. Something off camera here on the other side, and it also really helps bring out that edge there, which I like. So edge control, both hiding edges and bringing them into focus when you want to see them is neat. I mean, this is looking pretty badass as far as I'm concerned. Um, I'm liking this thing here. I think that's cool. Liking all of this. Yeah, so this is our next world that we're playing, and we're going to do a lot more like establishing type shots as we go forward, but I'm just kind of getting the space together, and sometimes it's easier to start a little smaller. And it's essentially if you took Venice and then squashed a space city on top of it. So these buildings all go up to a height of between 20 and 25 meters max. So like 4 to 5 stories, like 5 stories. And then above that is a large area with pillars around that then the superstructure of high tech stuff goes. So this would have been like, I'm thinking the planet, so sure they're going to be humans, but either they fell into barbarism in one of the dark, if you ever played Traveler or something called like the Long Night, the Dark Ages, and then the Empire has come back and is building space here, and it's not destroying their existing stuff. They're a UNESCO heritage site or whatever, right? But it's just building on top of it, and it doesn't care that now they're just covered in, darkness, and it rains damn near all the time on this planet. So we're gonna have like lots of canals. We'll have some narrow streets and some bridges, um, and I think it'll be neat. Um, I like this roof. So this is what, remember I was saying we rainified that brick texture. It uses that same brick on the roof, so you can see this is what it does to the roof now. As it looks, like this is dry, this is wet. But the problem is we'll do it to the sides as well, so I'd have to cut through because it looks a little weird, and I don't think it matters too much for this shot, so I'm not gonna go nuts on it. Yeah. All right. Well, and I think we'll call it there, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me. I was a little bit incoherent today, I feel like, but I think we got something kind of cool out of it. And I will be back again tomorrow. Um, as always, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, folks, later.